Hey guys, it's me, Liv, and I'm super excited to share that I am now part of the Brutus Monroe design team for 2022. And I actually have this little box that I got as a gift, and I thought it was perfect to keep all my Brutus Monroe supplies that I have so far. So today I'm going to be working with some aqua pigments that I have, and I'm going to be using, I'm taking out all my colors. I'm not really sure exactly which ones I want to use right now. And these are the four that I figured I'm going to start with. Now I'm using the Aqua Pigment watercolor paper. So this is pretty much one of my first times that I've been playing with the Aqua Pigment. And what I'm going to do is use it similar to how I use my alcohol inks, because I think it could possibly work. Now I always put like a paper underneath, and now I'm just going to go ahead and spray it with some water and try to spread it around a little bit. So I'm also going to use my the blow part that I got from Tim Holtz, because I really figured it will help spread it out a little bit more. Now I love how bright these colors are, and just how pretty they all look together. It actually gives me kind of a springish type of feel. So once I have all that, I'm going to go ahead and then add some of the brass elements as well for this. And I'm actually going to do this twice on two different surfaces, because one, I'm going to be also using one of the newest stamps from the release. This one is called Bunches of Love, so you will see it when it comes time to stamp. Now remember, the key is to use your heat gun to make sure everything's all dry. I also sprayed the back side too, because it helps flatten it out a little bit. And to really make it flat, I will run it through my Spellbinders die cut it too, actually, without anything in it, because it really helps flatten it out. It's a little trick I learned over the years. But anyway, I'm also taking out my inks, and I'm going to use the Raven ink, because that one is actually waterproof. And what I want to actually do here is, again, take out these colors, but this time I'm purposely putting them on, and not just letting them do their own thing, because I just want a quick little corner of the paper to have some color in it, since I'm going to be layering this a little bit. So once I have that, I'm going to dab it off a little bit. I'm also going to take out my green and spread that out a little bit, and then again using that same brass, I wanted to match with the background paper that I created. I don't even know why I necessarily started on my Misty, but I figured let me take it out before it starts getting too messy. And I see that some of my purple kind of faded, which is all right. I'm going to bring in a little bit more just to pop it up. And then, of course, bring in that brass look. I'm just using the towel simply as a way to control, because with the globs, I really wanted to just do a very quick, almost like a stain on the paper. That's what kind of look I was going for. So once I have all that, I'm going to go ahead and move on to the stamping part. So I am going to take out the stamp, and like I said, it's called Bunches of Love. Now I am still using the watercolor paper from Brutus Monroe, because I'm planning to create a watercolor type of look, and that's why I'm also using the Raven ink in combination with it. They do also have alcohol ink paper, if that's something you prefer doing. Not too much of a watercolor, but I thought it would go really well with this type of look that I was doing here. So for good measure, I always stamp 3 times, and now I'm actually using these same aqua pigments to color with. So I put a little bit of that plum color. I am filling in her dress here on the bottom. Then I'm going to take out the other color, which is called Spearmint, and color in the bag that she's holding here, which is like a bunch of flowers. So that's kind of the wrapping around the flowers. I'm also putting it within the flower set as well. Then I'm going to take out that brass color and use it to create these yellow type colors in the flowers. And so you can watercolor with them, you can create a wash with them, you can use them as you saw me using the other one. So there's a lot of different ways that you can actually use these products. So once I have that all set, then I'm going to actually pull out my aqua markers, just because I need to color her skin really quickly. I picked up one that kind of looked like some type of flesh tone, just to see that that was colored in. Then I got to go back and, just to add a little bit more depth, filled in with a bit more color, and now it's set. I'm going to actually take one of the sentiments that's also in the stamp set and stamp it right then and there, because that's all I really need to do. I did a really quick trim down of the paper so that they could fit into what I was looking for when I came to layering. I got a light purple out of my paper stash and glued this part down. I did just take a piece of scrap background that I had made just to block it off, and I'm taking some of that plum color and just doing some splatters on the surface here. Once that's all set, then I'm going to go ahead and glue this piece down onto the other background that you had saw me create earlier. And now I have the layers that I'm looking for. Then I'm going to take again that same purple that you had seen me do a border with, put that down there, and very quickly I'm using some of the detailed orbs that they can get over at Brutus Monroe, adding some Nouveau drops, and then my card is all done. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Super simple card, but I just love the way it all came together. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Take care. Bye.